Okay, Virgo. So while I was meditating on your energy and shuffling the cards, I feel like you are just not having it right now. The energy I got was, I wish a bleep would. Okay. I'm trying not to curse on my channel, so have to forgive me. But that's how I'm feeling. Is you're really very much like, they better not mess with me. Nobody better mess with me right now, okay? Not having it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you are in a state of anger. You're actually feeling really relaxed and just kind of like, try it. Try me. That's kind of the vibe that I get from you, Virgo, is you're very much like, I just want to do my thing. Let me do my thing. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? And very much, I think you're feeling confident. You're feeling content. You're just kind of like, let me be. Okay, I'm doing just fine. Right? I don't need your garbage. That's kind of what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull an oracle card. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it a lot. Let's see what we've got for Virgo. Do we have any messages for Virgo? Ooh, we've got the gift. Now with this, I'm feeling like this might be a literal gift, but it's almost feeling like a gift from, I almost just said a gift from God, which is just, I'm sorry, this channel is non-denominational, okay? But it felt like a gift from the universe, a gift from Great Spirit, a gift from God, okay? Gift from the heavens, right? And I feel like this might be a gift of peace, okay? Or this might be a gift of exactly what it is you're asking for. Solitude, freedom, peace. This is, I feel like, a gift coming to you because that's exactly what you're asking for. Like, I feel like you're getting what you're asking for, whatever it is. And, even sometimes turbulence or things that we don't enjoy can also be gifts. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that if you have, something that you're struggling with right now, believe it or not, and I know you can hate me for saying this, but it could be a blessing in disguise. Just keep an open mind, okay? And remember that everything is a learning experience. Whether or not you're learning a lesson where you're like, oh, I need to have better boundaries, or you're like thinking to yourself, oh, I need to be more aware of my surroundings, right? Like, I tripped and fell, hurt myself. Oh, I should have been paying better attention. There's a lesson in that, okay? I know that sounds really simplified because I know we go through things that are a lot more difficult than tripping because we're not looking down or something like that. So I'm just trying to frame this in a way that makes sense, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you, is that something you are dealing with right now, because I'm feeling this sense of frustration within you, but you're also very content. You just don't want to be bothered, okay? So the gift may be that you get to work from home, or the gift may be that, you are getting into a living situation where you get to live alone or live with just one other person, or, like, your space is not going to be disturbed. You're getting that gift. I don't know, something like that, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. So, Spirit, you got anything for Virgo? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Any messages for Virgo? Messages for Virgo? I'm going to take it. Yes. Messages for Virgo. Okay. Go ahead and stop right there. I've got the Eight of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This, to me, does signify you not being bothered. This is no communication coming from outside. Maybe you've had a family member or a friend or somebody who's constantly pestering you, needing you, wanting to communicate with you, and no more of that. Okay? You might be blocking somebody. Okay, or they might just be leaving you alone. Yeah, I feel like this is you getting what you wanted, which is to be left alone. Okay, Virgo. That's really funny. Okay, great. So we have the Temperance card. And this for me is absolutely, this is reflecting that sense of really wanting peace. And I feel like you're going to get that balance and that peace in your life. You are receiving that gift, my friend. Yeah, I really feel that. And I feel like it is. It's coming from a higher power. It's coming from somewhere else. And it's coming to you because you've requested it and you've apparently done everything necessary to receive it. So that's great. That's what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. We've also got the Devil in reverse, which is also great when it comes to feeling burdened or attached to something that is, unhealthy or toxic, or just unpleasant, I feel like this is whatever that is, fleeing your life. I can literally see it just it's just leaving your life. And this is exactly what you're asking for. Truly. And I think that is very much reminiscent of this gift. I think that this gift is these things leaving your life. You're no longer feeling tied down or attached to these toxic things, whether it's mindsets, people, substances, whatever it is. I feel like you are setting yourself free from that, okay? And you're gaining that balance and that peace. Next, we have the Eight of Coins. And I feel like with the Eight of Coins, you're just doing your thing. You're working on the things you need to work on. You're staying productive. You're staying motivated, focused, and you are not allowing anything to get in your way. And this is where this contentment of kind of just let me be. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great on my own. I don't need any outside interference. I don't need anybody, interrupting me, getting in my way, anything like that. Just leave me alone. That's the vibe that I get for you, Virgo. So I think you're doing great. I think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And like I said, you may very well be getting this. We also have the Page of Pentacles coming in next. So for me, what I'm getting from this is that you very well may be getting a work opportunity that is going to fulfill. That might be the gift. The gift might be a work opportunity. And I feel like it's an opportunity that's going to give you what it is that you're asking for, which is maybe you get to work from home. Maybe you get to work in an environment where people just leave you alone to do your work. You come, you clock in, you sit down at your station, you do your thing. Nobody bugs you, micromanages you. No one's trying to ask you, hey, how was your weekend? Like nobody's bothering you. You're just able to get through the day and clock out and be done, right? Maybe that's the gift, is a job that suits you, and where that you're not bothered. You're left to, I just got 8:08 on the clock, which is a number of power and abundance, right? So, maybe you will be self-employed even, right? This might be an opportunity just to work for yourself, or an opportunity to manage yourself, right? Like being, what's the word? Self-motivated, right? So maybe you find a job where they want a self-motivated individual who doesn't need a lot of direction. Or a lot of managing, that you will be just given instructions and materials, and then you will just get the job done, and they don't have to sit around and breathe down your neck and worry about whether you can do it. So that's the vibe that I'm getting for you, Virgo, is that you very much may be you might be receiving a really awesome work opportunity that just is exactly what you're looking for. That might be the gift. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards. All right, Spirit, any other messages for Virgo right now? Messages for Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? Wow. A lot of messages. Let's take this little stack. Okay, we're going to take this too because it fell upright. Okay. Woo. What do we have here? Interesting. Okay, we got a lot of reversals. We're going to go ahead and take them, though. So, first coming out, we got the Page of Cups. So, I feel like... it's kind of cute. Okay. The vibe that I get is that I'm sorry, I'm laughing because the feeling that I get is that you really don't want to be bothered. You really don't want to, you don't want anybody pestering you, right? But the vibe that I get from this card is kind of like, it's kind of like a welcome bother. That maybe this is somebody who's like sweet and innocent and maybe a little immature, younger than you. Honestly, this could even be a kid. I don't know, like, you know how when you're in a bad mood and a little kid is just like, hey, and they like just tug on your shirt or whatever and look up at you and you look down at them and like your frustrations just melt away. Like you can't be mad at them and it's kind of a welcome interruption, right? Like maybe you're working and your kid, comes up and is like, hey, look at my drawing or whatever. Like that's the vibe that I get. Is it could be somebody who initially is something that you would be annoyed by, that you just don't want it to be bothering you. You don't want someone to like interrupt you, but it's kind of like a welcome interruption. Or like this is somebody who I feel like puts a smile on your face, like surprisingly, begrudgingly, maybe even. Like this could be someone who wants to flirt with you and you'd be like, typically you're kind of a curmudgeon or something, or you're content, you're not interested, you're not looking for love, you're not looking for attention, and somebody kind of comes along and gives you a little bit of attention. It's like, hey, and it's really innocent. They don't know what type of person you are. They don't know where you're at or how you're feeling, and they just kind of innocently extend a little bit of sweetness. And this could be like somebody in your workplace also just being like, hey, how you doing today? They don't know that you want to be left alone, and it's kind of refreshing. It's kind of nice. You're kind of like, I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Or yeah, let me look at your drawing if it's like your kid or something or someone else's kid. And you'd be like, oh, wow, that's really sweet. And it actually lights up your day. Okay. So this might be a little tiny, sweet little welcome interruption. Okay. So be open to being interrupted sometimes. You never know. So anyway, that's pretty cute. Next time coming out, we have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like whatever this gift is kind of like a last piece of the puzzle. Like this is something that you have really been wanting. And it very well could be connected to this. Like maybe you have been wanting, maybe you've been wanting like new love in your life. Maybe you've been wanting, to spend more time around kids or have kids. Or you want your home life to be more full and maybe to have a little bit more like love in the home or something like that, right? This could even be your current partner being like, hey, like we haven't really like, had a good time together in a while, or like, I've been missing you, or I know we have gotten into our routine, but like I'm just feeling a little flirty today, or you know what I mean? Like it could be a variety of things, but what I'm feeling is that it is really connected to your happiness, and you might be pleasantly surprised at how much this little kind of offer, this extending of sweetness, kind of how much it broadens your world, or how much it fills out the gaps in your life, right? Because you may be content, but you could always be happier. So who knows? Pretty cute. So we have a couple other things coming out here. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out in reverse. And what I'm feeling is that maybe as independent as you may feel, and as much as you feel like you don't want, anything else, maybe you are single, Virgo. Maybe you are single, and maybe you are not as content as you let on. You might be feeling this way because you're defensive, okay? But usually the Knight of Pentacles card is, in the upright, is, fully self-sufficient, fully, doing well on your own, happy, independent, all those things. In reverse, it kind of is saying that you're, maybe not so happy on your own, but you're content, and you don't want to be bothered. You definitely don't want a rocky relationship. You're done with that, you want stability and peace and happiness. So if that means not having excitement, sure, I'll take it, right? That's the feeling that I get for you. Next, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't think you're putting in effort necessarily to, like you're putting in your work, like with this Eight of Pentacles up here, but I feel like you're not necessarily like, trying to, like you're not trying really hard. Does that make sense? Like you're doing what's necessary and you're doing the baseline and you're doing what you have to do, but you're not really necessarily like trying to manifest new things in your life, and you're not necessarily trying to what's the word, like go out there and get it. Okay, you're not like going out of your way. Okay, you're just doing what you have to do, but you're not trying to do anything special, anything crazy, anything exciting, and you know what I mean. So like I think that kind of goes along with the just going with the flow. You're and you're just kind of like, I'm good. I don't need to do anything else. Like you're not going out and buying stuff to redecorate your home. Like you're fine the way it is. Does that make sense? You're not trying to find a new job, but that might be the gift that comes to you, is that things are going to come to you, that you're not necessarily having to put in all the energy. We have the Hierophant in reverse. This could mean a variety of things. This could be a breakdown of commitments, potentially. This could be something, what I'm kind of feeling is that maybe you'll have a choice whether or not to commit to this gift. If that makes sense. Next, you've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like you're not going to be juggling anything, that you're going to put all your eggs in one basket and it's going to be a good basket. You know what I'm saying? I think that you aren't going to have to work two jobs, like that whole sort of thing. You're going to be good with the one thing, with the one partner or the one job or the one, situation, whatever it is. So that's what I'm feeling for you. All right. Well, that's what I got for you, Virgo. So thanks for stopping in. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.